Does it seem feasible that I would give one of my children the advice of, hey, you don't have to work, you don't have to go out there and learn a skill, you don't have to be a productive member in society, because I just saw the news yesterday where somebody hit the lottery for $50 million. Why would I, or why would anyone give someone an advice like that? It seemed a little extreme what I'm saying, but I'm sure it's going to make sense after a while.
Everybody shake your baby.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's me, Big Sarge, coming at you from the business side. To those that are returning, welcome back, fam. And to those that are new, subscribe. So, received a message in my comment box, fam, about average. Big Sarge, you're always using the word average. You're always generalizing different things, different concepts, different principles. So, this just man to my family right here. Make sure you leave me comments on it if I'm way off base on this. How can I go into any subject without generalizing it? You know, so the comment that they were referencing was that I was referring to another person who was giving the advice to a person about that they knew someone who basically hit the lottery. And they was using this person that hit the lottery as a foundation to how they were going into a conversation about giving someone advice. So I always wondered, like, does it seem feasible that I would give one of my children the advice of, hey, you don't have to work, you don't have to go out there and learn a skill, you don't have to be a productive member in society, because I just saw the news yesterday where somebody hit the lottery for $50 million. Why would I, or why would anyone give someone an advice like that? It seemed a little extreme what I'm saying, but I'm sure it's going to make sense after a while. Why would anyone give someone the advice of something that's very possible? I get it. But unfortunately, it's very unlikely. It's very unlikely that a person will hit the lottery. Definitely not the average person. The average person is going to have to work. They're going to have to work somewhere. Even to our potential business owners. When I first started Sergeant Handyman, it was a business that I literally spent more time working on and developing than I did at my full-time job in the military. I literally spent more time and more energy in starting and building that business than I did at another job. So I'm not saying that having a business isn't worthy, but it takes work. And a lot of times when I hear a lot of people saying that they're going to go into business, it's people who think that they're going to go into business thinking that they're not going to have to work. When in actuality, you're going to have to do even more work to build that business up, to get it off the ground. So where am I going with this? I'm going with this to say that I'm amazed that people will give someone the advice like that and not let them know that, oh, it takes work, it takes discipline. And a lot of times when you deal with a lot of people who are about to become potential business owners or want to become business owners, a lot of times those are the people who really lack the work ethics or working principles that it's going to take to build that business and build it up. So the reason that I'm using this as an example is that I wouldn't want to tell someone that they're about to build a business and they're going to become the next Jeff Bezos. You know, that's generally not what happens to most business owners. Most business owners, we literally make, you know, good to average, maybe above average money, but most business owners don't become millionaires. Definitely don't become millionaires in the first 5 to 10 years. It takes years building up that clientele, building up those ethics, building up those employees. It takes time. So just wanted to bring all of this to a quick conversation point of making sure that when we're discussing stories or giving ideas or different concepts, that I wouldn't use Jeff Bezos as an example to when I'm speaking to a young potential business owner. You know, I would really use it takes hard work, takes a lot of effort. You have to stay on it, and don't be afraid to fail. A lot of businesses fail. I don't know what the statistics are. I'm sure someone out there know. If you do, make sure you leave a message in the comment box for me. A lot of businesses fail. You know, I clearly remember back in the early 1990s, so I'm telling my age a little bit, but back in the early 1990s, they had a lot of these skin products businesses that were coming up. I can't remember the name of them, but I had went down that path and I was working on it. Probably been very successful, but at that time I didn't have the same work ethic or the work principle that it takes to do it. So by the time that failed, I didn't have let me go try this now, no, try that now. So it was a lot of different things. And the only reason I bring that up is that I wouldn't use my failure even as an example, you know, of the advice that I would give to a young potential business owner. So bring all of this to a close is that it takes work, it takes discipline. I wouldn't give advice on someone hitting the lottery or the Jeff Bezos in the world. I would generalize to different concepts, bring it all together, you know, so that way the average person can relate to it.
Okay, let's go.
Again, fam, this is Big Sarge, and I'm out.